With a December snow blanketing much of the Midwest and Northeast, what a perfect time to be in the Sunshine State as we welcome you to TIAA Bank Field in Jacksonville, Florida. Today, we've got a Week 13 matchup for you here, as it'll be the Houston Texans taking on the Jacksonville Jaguars. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Rip, 23.
They'll start on the ground, Etienne, and he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down. Hey, look at the defense for these Texans. They enter play here 24th in the league against the run.
One thing players always tell us is that they never really pay attention to numbers. I don't believe them for a second. They know where they rank, okay? They're not quite at the top, but they're far from the bottom. But let's face it, they want to move up. In order to do that, they've got to look at each other and make sure everyone's taking care of their assignments in order to play the run better.
Jones has it, and he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville.
Well, Charles, did it seem like to you that maybe they were a little worried about his running prowess there? Because everybody kind of froze when he got outside the pocket, and they were able to throw it for the first down.
Absolutely, and you work all week getting ready for a game, and you know that the potential is there for him to run it, but you better take care of those receivers downfield. They can hurt you first.
Forced out to his left. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
The Jaguars at 6-5 now on the year. They come in losers of 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club that's more than capable of turning things around, and I expect them to play really well here.
They'll throw this out wide and complete it to Ridley. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. That's probably as simple of a throw as he'll have all game.
And good for everyone. Good for his completion percentage. Good for the receptions for the receivers. But you know how they work on that. They have footballs with no laces. So that as soon as you get the snap, you're just throwing the football. All right? You're not trying to find the laces and grip it a certain way. That takes time. Just get the ball and throw it. So that's how they practice it all the time now, too.
Well, throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
The Cook now on to punt as he gets this one away.
And it's out of bounds. Now we'll see what the side judge says. He says out at the 8-yard line. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
These 2 teams, they met in Houston earlier in the season with the Texans coming out on top. So a win here in Jacksonville would give them the season series. Here's 2nd and 10. Here's Stroud.
And I think the ball's out, and the Jags grab it. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. There are 2 words that we hear coaches say all of the time, one starts with a B, one starts with an S, ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you got defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you, no matter what position you play, you've got to take care of the rock.
On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. And some determined running there as he'll pick his way down to the 12-yard line.
It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Here we go.
On 1st down, right back to Etienne.
Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
2nd and 10. Etienne once more.
They'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Now, definitely be a disappointment to come out of this starting position with just 3 points. They need to try to dial something up now, 3rd and 10.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
Touchdown! Evan Ingram, his 3rd touchdown now on the year.
And the Jaguars use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one.
Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They had the fumble on the last drive, wound up leading to the opening touchdown. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10.
Stroud to throw it.
Escaping the pressure right. He's got him in, complete.
Making up for the fumble, he's got room to run.
Touchdown, Houston. A big play there. 75 yards.
And the Texans are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6.
Extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
And, of course, this a critical game in regards to not just the division race, but playoff seeding as well. They are a game up, but a loss here could really muddy the waters.
And both of these teams want to clear things up about how they feel about each other and their standing in the league. Because these two teams, they've really been the cream of the crop in their division. So this game, it's been looming on both of their schedules.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
30 left.
Looking to throw, Lawrence.
And he rifles one incomplete.
He was looking for Travis Etienne out of the backfield.
And it's 3rd and 5.
You look at the defense for these Texans.
This unit coming into this one ranked number 20 against the pass in the NFL.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
Hey, kill.
Lawrence will throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Jags first down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Jaguars. Calvin Ridley. 62 yards, and the Jaguars have taken the lead. Seeing some pretty good offense here in this first quarter.
It's been a wild start to this quarter, as you noted, and now with that lead that we're seeing, can they retaliate? I get the sense this one's going to go back and forth all game long.
And that probably won't be the last long touchdown that we see in this one. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. From his end zone, here's Rashid. And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy, because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
Being chased out left. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. This would be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. In motion right is Davis. Stroud on 3rd down now. Buying time to his... Stroud is hit and the ball is loose. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. This defense, Charles, very opportunistic here early. A second fumble recovery in this first quarter of play.
Yeah, you mentioned the right word, opportunistic and aggressive, because once they got the first fumble recovery, they were eager to get a second one, and sometimes they just come in bunches. On the flip side, they've got to figure out how to hold the ball because the play calls seem to be okay. They're just not executing.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a first down as well.
Hey, Lion!
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Second quarter now from Jacksonville, and it's the Jags with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Hey, run! All right, here we go. Done. Go, go! Go, go! Done.
They go play action with Lawrence. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Touchdown! Evan Ingram with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Jaguars are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Now the try here for the point after. It's good, and it is now 21-7. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
go now.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
Last time out, they had the fumble. That led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points too, Charles. But they've got to take care of the football and do better here on this possession.
It's certainly been a tough stretch, partner, for both of those units, and they kind of put their defensive mates in a really tough spot there by dropping the ball on the ground. But an easy way to make it up to them, get out there now and get some points on this drive.
On second down, it's Stroud.
Eluding the Stroud is hit and the ball is loose. And the Jags grab it. And they'll be at the 18-yard line. Great field position here in the red zone. He already had the one fumble loss, so now 2 fumbles lost here in this first half.
Not setting the pace the way that you want it done. I mean, here in the first half, already twice the ball's come out and hit the turf. Got to find a way to take care of it. Otherwise, they may have to start thinking about maybe someone different at that position.
30 left.
Well, Lawrence going to move him around a bit. They'll send Kirk in motion right.
Here we go, son.
Straight ahead, Etienne.
And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down.
Motion man left is Kirk. And they'll run with Etienne.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there forcing a loss on that play.
It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now.
And now they'll shift things around.
Go, go, let's go.
On play action, Lawrence.
Flush to his right. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field, and brings up 3rd down.
Boy, that was lockdown coverage there. He's scanning for someone to come open. But that was great work to blanket everyone. And in the end, he's just got to throw it away.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. From the gun, it's Lawrence. Finding Etienne here, catching it on the out route.
And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. Now a field goal try coming up here for the Jags. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And his kick here is good. And they will open things up a bit more. It's 24-7.
Well, Charles, I think you'd have to call that a win for the defense after the turnover already in field goal range, and they had to settle for 3.
Yeah, being the beautiful part is you start so close to the end zone that your thought process on offense has to loosen up a little bit, because you're thinking to yourself, you're almost guaranteed 3. Let's take some good shots at the end zone and try and turn it into 6.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Now they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership.
In motion right is Davis. And he'll get it here on the touch pass.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup.
Boy, an effective play there, getting their wideouts involved in the run game.
And what they're always hoping on that type of a play, that they can get to the end of the line and have a chance to turn it upfield as he did there. That means they controlled the blocking and took care of the defensive end of the outside linebacker to give him that lane.
And I guess I need to clarify, I said getting their wideouts involved in the run game, but of course that was actually a pass as he popped it forward. From just shy of midfield, here's a 2nd and 8.
19. Come 19. Go.
Stroud sets up the play action.
Jaguar pressure on Jaguar sack.
Brought down by Trayvon Walker on the pass rush. This offense continues to shoot themselves in the foot. And here, another sack.
All game long, we've seen missed assignments, which have led to turnovers, sacks. This group has not played well at all here in the first half.
Drop 50. Drop 50. Ready?
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that's caught inside the 30. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow him to convert a 3rd and 18. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
Pierce takes it straight ahead.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
They suspected that it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
Buffalo 18. Ready?
Stroud now on 2nd down.
He will find Davis on the left side, complete. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15. The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3.
Check.
Now Stroud. These guys running back out of the backfield.
And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Jags grab it. And the return will stop right around the 25.
Well, give some credit to the defense. They forced the big play, knocked the ball free from him, but it's a cardinal sin by the quarterback. Know where you are on the field, and he just gave up at a minimum 3 points.
Instead of getting down, takes the contact. The turnover ensues.
Hey, go.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive.
And with a little under a minute to go, still time to try to put a drive together to add to their lead should they so choose. Well, now a design run for Ridley.
And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Lisa 24.
Now Lawrence now going to move them around.
11.
Not liking the look. They'll change the play.
13, Lou. 11, Agate. Here we go.
Play action. It's Lawrence.
And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on 1st down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
Red on red.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Great job. Phil.
A shotgun snap and a give to ETN.
And some space here.
And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47.
Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1.
Now Lawrence on 1st down.
A short throw to Ingram. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming.
11. 30 left. Take right open. High.
Here's Lawrence. Oh, a first mistake for him in the ball game as it's intercepted. Picked off by Michael Davis. And the Texans are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line.
At their own 20-yard line.
On the set.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead, finish up the half, and get on out and talk about it.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
And Stroud now to throw. Taking a shot for Dell here.
And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Houston. Take Dell in the final seconds of the first half. And the Texans are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead down to 10, 24-14.
So just 8 ticks remaining here in the first half as they'll kick this one away. From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And with only 4 seconds on the clock, time likely for just one snap of the football.
Here we go, sir.
They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Texans down on the scoreboard, but they do get the first crack here as we are back underway in the second half. And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, you know, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game, and to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game good.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big pickup of 38.
This play is a thing of beauty when it works as designed because they let the running back slip out of the backfield and head down the sideline on a wheel route. Number one, it's easy for him to get lost. And number two, really tough for the linebacker to run with.
Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up.
In motion right is Davis. The second down throw now from Stroud.
And that is incomplete here. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his second incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
70 Ranger.
From the gun on third down, here's Stroud. Oh, what a read on the outside as it's intercepted. And the Jags are going to take over at their own 14-yard line.
So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
Meanwhile, Lawrence's throw here taken in by Ingram.
And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run.
Another big play right there, and this is where, as an offense, you can really put the hammer down. You've got a double-digit lead, but those other guys, they've been hanging around. A touchdown here could put this game out of reach, and that's a strong step towards getting it done.
ETN up the middle. And they nearly sprung in that time as it takes us all the way down to the 37. 84 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Jones. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and it'll be second down.
Brings up second and 5 at the 32-yard line.
Here's a give to ETN. And he gets stopped up at the 31 after a gain of maybe a yard.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing, and I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively.
3rd and 4. On 3rd down, here's ETN.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. And they gave themselves options there on the 3rd down play, and were able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball where it's supposed to go. And he did on that play.
And they're knocking on the door now. There's a good run there. Going to take this to about the 10-yard line.
A new set of downs after a strong pickup of 16 yards.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10.
And they'll send the tight end in motion.
Another toe for ETN.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. And if they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. They'll bring a receiver in motion right.
On 2nd down, a run with ETN.
And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. Back-to-back 2-yard losses, and that sets up a tough 3rd and 14.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Hey, I'm gun. Go. Go. Here we go, sir.
They go play action now. Lawrence.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be brought down well short of the 1st at about the 9-yard line. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And that'll bring up 4th down. Now a field goal try coming up here for the Jags. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further.
Whatever was said in the locker room during the break must have worked. They forced the turnover. They didn't get the touchdown, Charles, but it does translate into 3 points to begin the second half.
Exactly as they discussed in the locker room at halftime. Get some points to get things kick-started. Now start your half off with some momentum. Gives you something to build on for your next possession.
The Texans take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
Not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense. Gaining chunks of yardage, getting first downs, really make...
And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
We have seen big plays from both quarterbacks throughout this game, and there's another one right there. Going back and forth, almost like two excellent guitar soloists trying to top each other with each additional play.
Back now in Jacksonville. It's Texans football, but they trail here as we get started in the fourth quarter.
Let's go now. Mustang 19.
First and 10, it's Stroud.
Out to the flat, that's complete to his running back. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that'll bring up second down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there.
Stroud looking to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. First catch there for OBJ, and that good for a first down.
Ready, set. Ready.
Play action. Stroud now.
And this is caught inside the 5. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll try to run this one in. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. A great play there.
With his 13th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Texans have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth.
Point after, right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter.
Texans 21.
Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away.
And he'll elect not to run with him. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Hey, run.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. That last touchdown has made this really tight. They're clinging now to this slim lead. Second half, they only have a field goal. This offense needs to kick it into gear.
And right now, I'm looking directly at the field general, at the quarterback, because to me, he's got to take over right now. By word, pumping his team up, and then, of course, by deed with his play. My high school coach used to say that all the time. Laddie, take over by word and deed.
And deed means action.
Exactly.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's second and a yard from the 34.
And they'll go again with Etienne. And Etienne going to have a Jags first down as he gets this up past the 40.
And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
A handoff for Etienne.
They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have have not seen that much today. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. This a very important drive, and that incompletion leads to a very important 3rd down here if they're going to try and get the football back.
Yeah, getting it back, absolutely crucial to their chances to try and win this game. I would expect a lot of pressure here. They can't afford to let them continue to get first downs and eat away at the clock.
That is caught, and he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A Jacksonville first down on a pickup of 17.
And that certainly appears to be a critical conversion right there, because not only do they keep the drive going, they take valuable time off the clock as well. They have to feel really good about that last completion.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 44-yard line.
Man in motion is Agnew. They'll get it forward to him on the touch pass. Oh, and that is well read defensively. A great job of setting the edge, and that little touch pass is going to turn into a loss. Well, I think the hope is, with a touch pass like that, maybe you catch the defense off guard, but they were all over that one.
And it is the kind of play that works better against certain defenses, and this clearly was the wrong one to run into. Really nice job getting him down behind the line of scrimmage.
Hey, easy. Route.
Running out of the gun with Etienne.
And he'll be taken down right around the 41-yard line.
123 yards rushing for him now, as he has been tremendous all day long.
The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? You just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence and playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
Jones has it, and he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on 3rd down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears trying to go for it on 4th.
11, Agate. Safe right.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. They're looking at a 4th down now as they try to hold on to this lead for dear life. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
30 left. Take right open. Here we go.
And they'll try and throw for it with Lawrence.
That's to his running back, complete. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. The Jags come up empty on 4th down. And this 10-play drive winds up yielding nothing.
This is 1st and 10. Stroud to throw it.
Dancing to his left.
Well, it certainly appears to me that the defensive guys are starting to look a little bit tired, while he still has some fresh legs. Not the biggest game we've seen on a scramble, but still some positive yardage on a play that initially looked like a sure win for the defense.
Stroud.
He's going to let it fly. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Trying to go for the big one there on 2nd down. Now they're likely down to their final 2 plays.
And you know they've got to keep going for the big shot, right? So defensively, you play what they call top down. Nothing behind you. Make everything get completed in front.
Into the hands of Beckham. And they stop him up short
first down as they give it about the 43. Fourth down, fourth quarter. Here's Stroud. And that's caught inside the 30. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds left to go in the game. 2 timeouts still available in this final minute. It's 1st and 10 now. Here's Stroud. Flushed out right. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. Now Stroud. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Here's Stroud.
Steps away.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he is in as they have tied it late here in the final minute of the 4th quarter. A very important extra point there, up and good. And that is going to put them on top by a point, and it sets us up for quite a finish. Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away.
And the fair catch taken. No time will come off the clock. And they will begin this critical drive at the 25-yard line. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Throwing now, Lawrence. He'll get this off to Etienne. And he will be out of bounds here, but that will take precious seconds off the clock on a play that will wind up going for no gain.
They couldn't get anything going there out of the right side of the flat of the swing pass.
And didn't we have a discussion with their staff about wanting to get the backs more involved in the passing game? Huge emphasis for this game, but obviously the defense had other plans and really made a nice play.
Back to throw, Lawrence. Into the hands of Ingram. And he'll have a first down as he's able to work his way out of bounds with 14 seconds remaining.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and we'll watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Check smash! Check smash! Hey, smash! Silver!
Lawrence.
Completes it to Evan Ingram. And with inside of 10 seconds, 8 to be precise, we get whistles and a timeout on the field.
Here's 1st and 10.
Hey, kill! Kill! Hey, I'm gun. Go! Go! Red.
Here's Lawrence. He'll get this out to the flat for Etienne.
And now they're going to get the timeout. So a huge play has him in field goal range with a chance to possibly send this one to OT.
And 3 at the 28-yard line.
And now it all rests on the right foot of their kicker. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. So on is their kicker, and it's down to this. 2 seconds on the clock. This for the win. And this is no good. Oh, it was on target, but just a touch short. And that's how this one comes to an end. Well, Charles, coaches always talk after losses about putting that behind you and moving on. But in a case like this, when you could have won it with a chip shot field goal and you miss it, that is going to sting for a little while, isn't it?
Some are tougher to put behind you than others, right? We always talk about compartmentalizing. What is the rule? Coaches always talk about 24-hour rule after a game, and then you move on. That's tough because that was a very makeable field goal. In fact, I think you and I were both just shocked that he didn't knock it through the post, and they end up walking off the field losers.
So for the Texans, the win gets them back to 500 at 6-6 on the year. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Jacksonville, they fall to 6-6 now on the campaign. And they'll try to get back on the beam next week as they'll head to Cleveland to take on the Browns.